What it do, peoples? What it do, peoples, man? Shoot. Standing outside, well, sitting in my car now, man. I just left, man. It's crazy how much time they giving me to research on this case, man. I found out all type of stuff about this old marijuana thing. First off, marijuana ain't even a word. It's a misspelled Mexican word. But forget all that. The merits of the case. Nah, don't worry about all that. I just want to actually talk about how these motherfuckers, sorry about that, how these people treat you when you go pro se. Oh man, when I had a lawyer, and I never really had a lawyer, it's just, they appointed me one and I had to de-appoint that lawyer. And I don't know, man. When I had the lawyer, man, I could go in there, ask them anything, and they were so helpful and stuff, and I was using that against them. You know what I mean? But now it's like, because they see that I'm going in pro se, you know what I mean? No help whatsoever. So I go in there and I was like, and this is really slightly different from just regular traffic court, just because it's a marijuana case, so it's like possession of marijuana under 2 ounces or however they go. It's under two something. I think it's ounces. But anyway, and the only reason I'm saying I'm thinking because I haven't been properly notified. I was in jail. I tried to tell. Yeah, they took me to jail over this shit. But when I was in jail, I tried to, you know, tell them like this is an address where the defendant can receive mail. But they was going with some shit like a crib I ain't stayed in 8 years or whatever. But it's because of their record, so they gotta maintain that. So it is what it is. But anyways, I haven't been properly notified. And so like the judge was out today and didn't nobody tell me nothing. Like I walked in there 9 o'clock and I was like, okay, I'm here for court today. And they was like, okay. It's like, do I need to sign in or something? You know what I mean? Let them know I'm here. He's like, no, you're pro se. You handle your own affairs. Just a month or two ago, when they thought I had a lawyer and I was telling them, no, I don't think I want a lawyer. I don't know, and this, that, and other. Oh, this guy was so helpful. Oh, well, as of now, you have a lawyer, and all you got to do is just sign in right here, and then go out, and they'll call your name. But as soon as you say you pro se, they looking at you like, why are you asking me questions? You pro se, you supposed to know this. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm not asking y'all stupid questions, but you knew it wasn't gonna be no judge. You let me sit in there for like 30 minutes. You know what I mean? And you knew it wasn't gonna be no judge. Then I was like, so I had to do a continuance. So I was just signing the continuance and, well, not signing the continuance, filling out the continuance because I'm out on my own recognizance. You know what I mean? For a misdemeanor crime. Well, they're saying I don't know, wherever it is. As soon as I get the nomenclature, I'll be able to really go in and define it and all that. But anyways, so I say the judge is not, I'm sitting in the court and then after a while, I'm just on my YouTube jamming or whatever. And they like, the bailiff asked me, he was like, are you waiting on someone? I said, well, I'm pro se, so I'm waiting on court to start. They say ain't nobody gonna call me or nothing. I gotta handle my own affairs. So I don't want to miss being called, so I'm sitting here because most time, people sit outside in the gala until their name is called. But if you're pro se, guess you got to be there. And so he was like, oh, okay. He's like, well, there's no judge today. There's no court. And I was like, you think he could have told me that? He's like, and everybody is, we can't give you legal advice. And so I filled out the piece of paper, whatever, for the continuance, and I gave it to her, and she was like, this needs the DA signature on it. I said, it needs a DA signature? Okay. Go give it to the DA. She was like, no, you got to go give it to the DA. So as I'm walking out, it was a lawyer coming in. I was like, hey, could you tell shoot me to where the DA's office is at? She was like, no, you can't go talk to the DA. And I was like, no, I'm pro se. I'm the attorney. I just need to know where the DA's office where is at. And she was like, oh, you're pro se? I don't think I can give you any help. I was like, I'm just trying to figure out where the fuck is the DA's office? You know what I mean? Anyway, I had a feeling where it was, so I just walked on out. You know what I mean? And boom, it was where I thought it was at because I walked right by it when I was sitting in court. So went in there. The DA is this pretty black lady, and by all accounts, she looks friendly or whatever. And I was like, oh, I need you to sign this or whatever. And when she grabbed it, what I did was, under defendant, I signed it in all caps. I mean, I wrote it in all caps, and I did one of my signatures. You know what I mean? But I hit it with the UCC 1-308. Under attorney, I put my name in upper and lowercase and signed that. Really didn't need to put the UCC 1-308 because I'm my own attorney, you know, so I was doing that for the defendant, I guess. You know what I mean? This is a crazy game, man. These boys, like, yo, it's like you damn near invisible. You gotta walk in here, but you know what? Get tight on my shit. Kind of got three ways I'm trying to come at them. I'm gonna try to hit them from both ends because they kind of the case is weak on both sides. You know, of course they lack they have no standing because they can't even produce the cop and they keep doing this. You know what I mean? Because I got stopped in the city of Irving and the cop works for the city of Irving. This is Dallas County. This nigga ain't gonna miss work to come here. You know what I mean? But I guess they trying to compel him. Who knows? You know what I mean? But I kind of get the gist of it, you know. So I'm really not expending too much energy, but you know, I'm learning a lot, and I'm learning a lot. So you know, just me, Facebook. You know, again, I don't know none of this shit. I don't know no legalese or whatever. I'm just standing on. Hey man, it's something wrong with this here. And I'm just gonna hit them from any way I can. Shit, bring up any little old thing that I can find, any defect on the merits of the case. Shit. First off, you know, shit. You know what I mean? Like the delegation of authority order. Like, what federal court gave you permission to do this? Because I know they're not going to really try because you lack standing because there's no injured party, yet you want to call this a crime. Like, shit's crazy to me, man. It's crazy that I gotta even go through it, you know. But you know, just gonna keep just rocking, man. Just gonna keep rocking, doing my thing, man, and standing as a man who ain't injured no other man. And as long as another man, I mean, if you define what a crime is, you define what a crime is. Violations have no real standing in law unless you accept. And I just really don't want to accept no contracts or nothing like that. But you know, I know a little bit with the legalese, and I know a little bit with these other things. But I'm trying to do it another way, like you know. And I know they say the paperwork and all this, but I'm just trying to see like there got to be a way that I can stand as a man, like without having to do all that shit. I didn't have to do all that shit to get in this hot water. You know what I mean? So why I gotta do all this shit to get out of it? I should just be able to stand and face my accuser. But that's another conflict because I do think I need to make these. And then that's another thing with motion. Why do I need the motion of court? Like, why don't I just demand, hey, dude, you don't got no person that I've injured. Like, let's dismiss this case. I demand that you do it in the interest of justice, you know. Why do I got to motion the court so they can deny to move? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't know all this shit, man. I'm just a hood dude that just caught wind of some shit, and I'm just trying my luck at this and trying my luck at that. Worst case scenario, I get what they was gonna give me anyway. But shit, at least I went down swinging, and you learn a lot in every fight that you get in. You should learn something. Shit, even if you learn how to just take a fucking punch. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm signing out. I'm rambling and shit. Peace.